Om Shanti. Morning Murli. Sweet children, become the father's right hand. Have an interest in service. Pay full attention to Srimad. Read the newspapers and engage yourself in service. Question: when will you children be able to glorify the name of the Father? Answer: when your behavior is very royal and serious, the moments of your Shakti should be like those of a peahen. Gems should always emerge from your mouth, not stones. Stone pelters defame the name. Then their status also become corrupt. Be careful not to commit any sin by belonging to the Father. Song: leave the throne of the sky. Om Shanti. The children heard the song. They remember, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, change your incorporeal form and come into corporeal form. What form will he change? It would be said that come in the form of a turtle or in fish. No, this is the world of sinful souls he calls out in order to make you pure. If he is omnipresent, then who is called upon? Now these songs are even played on the radio, but no one understands. Now you daughters don't read newspaper, etc. Although educated but not fond of reading newspaper. As for the rest of the gopes, some of them also have an interest in service, how to find a way to go service through newspapers. There are many Brahmins who are the decoration of the clan, but even among them there are only a few who start doing service as soon as they see it in the newspaper. Baba has made the mothers right-handed Gopas stand hard. Very few pay attention to Srimad in an accurate way. This is the point of corruption and superiority. The corrupt call out, "Oh God, come, come and make us elevated." Everyone is definitely corrupt. That it is said that there are kings, queens, and subjects. For example, the king and queen mean the government, and the subjects means the royals. So it has been explained to the children that Bharat was always elevated. It was heaven. Even in heaven, if there are corrupt people, then how can it be called heaven? The establishment of heaven must definitely be done by the Father, whom you remember only the corrupt ones call, whereas the elevated ones never call. Bharat was very elevated. It was heaven, now it is hell. So there would definitely be corrupt people in hell. Show the proof of being elevated. You can show the picture definitely in the golden age. As the king, queen, and the subject look, this Lakshmi Narayan were elevated. One day they very name is heaven. In the copper age, they built temples for such elevated kings and queens and worship them. So they themselves are definitely corrupt. They also tell themselves that they are corrupt, lustful, wrathful, sinful. You are full of all virtues in India. The corrupt praise the elevated. Corrupt kings have temples of all the best deities. They continue to sing praise, bow down, worship, and worship. Baba has explained that the souls who come from above to establish religion must definitely be Satopradhan and elevated. Although it is the kingdom of Maya, the first one to come must definitely be Satopradhan, and that is why they are praised that they come in and Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. The deities were also elevated. Everyone has to come into Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. You have to become corrupt. It is mentioned in the newspaper that there are many organizations which make effort and corruption. Now they have been building temples of elevated deities and worshipping them. You are the worthy of worship. Elevated, then you were the corrupt priest. Then you sit and worship the worthy of worship deities. Now you can write that the king, the queen, and the subject were elevated in the golden age. It was viceless world. Later on, there are fewer celestial degree. Bharat has to come down. This game is on India. Bharat was elevated for half the cycle. They don't even remain constant all the time. He has to come from 16 celestial degree to 14 celestial degrees. Gradually, the degree goes on decreasing. Gradually, the degrees go on decreasing, they become tamopradhan. The father says, whenever there is excessive corruption, then I come. Then impure will be called corrupt. The pure will be called elevated. This is completely understandable. A pure one would be called an elevated one. This is completely understandable. A pure one would be called an elevated one. This is completely understandable. It was a voiceless world. Later on, there are fewer celestial degree. Bharat has to come down. This game is on India. Bharat was elevated for half the cycle. They don't even remain constant all the time. He has to come from 16 celestial degree to 14 celestial degrees. Gradually, the degree go on decreasing. They become the more Pradhan. The father says, whenever there is excessive corruption, then I come. The improved will be called corrupt. The pure will be called elevated. This is completely understandable. It was a viceless world. Later on, there are fewer celestial degrees. Bharat has to come down. This game is on India. Bharat was elevated for half the cycle. They don't even remain constant all the time. He has to come from 16 celestial degree to 14 celestial degree. Gradually, the degrees go on decreasing. They become Tamo Pradhan. The father says, whenever there is excessive corruption, then I come. The impure will be called corrupt. The pure will be called elevated. This is completely understandable. It is called Srimad Bhagavat. What does the Srimad do? She makes you that the king to the best king. It is said, conquer this Maya and you will become prince. And princess have to present 3000 years before Christ. Bharat was perfect in 16 celestial degrees. Bharat was the golden bird. Just as the king, queen and subject were always happy in the heaven, then when the kingdom of Ravan begins, they start becoming corrupt. They themselves say that there is corruption among our officers. There are no kings and queens who says that there is corruption among the subjects. Here there is only the rules of the subjects. Or the subjects, everyone is corrupt. First of all, the government should become elevated. Who should make them? You poor daughters are now becoming number one elevated one. The father says, I come and make everyone elevated. This whole place predestined according to the drama. Nevertheless, the same Gita pictures, etc., will emerge. Now there is a temple of Kali in Bengal. They give life by saving Kali Ma. So black now. Where did Mother or Chandika Devi come from? Chandika. Look how their name is. Those who run away become Chandals among the subjects, but those who stay here and commit sins, etc., become the Chandals of the royal family. Nevertheless, at the end, they get the crown and trousers because here they adopt, don't they? That's why Chandika Devi is worshipped. The knowledge is very deep, but someone should imbibe it. For example, some barristers unlack, some coat also get torn. This study is unlimited. What's the father explain? The detail should be summed up, and the speech of 5 minutes should be made and published in the newspaper. It should also be asked that established the Hindu religion, so will not be able to tell, don't know anything. The moment of you Shakti should be the serious as the moment of a peahen. Gems keep coming out of the mouth, not stones. They will throw stones. You never throw stones. Do not defame the name good. Father, mother, Bab Dada, love, remembrance, and good morning to the sweetest long lost children. Greeting to the spiritual children of the spiritual father. Night class, they are good and bad people. Here such letters will not emerge. In the golden age, the word bad, sinful soul will not emerge. There is the viceless world. You children know that they were masters of the world. This Bharat was the Rajasthan of deities is now old. People don't know that this is the confluence is now the anchor has been raised from here. Go behind this world. He is a sailor, isn't it? They take the new ones to across. It is in the intellect of the children that they have suffered many setbacks. Devotees do not know that they are pushed. They go far away. You children just have to remember him. It isn't it that we get tired of remembering him. However, Maya creates obstacles. No one knows that the soul is the lover of the supreme soul. God is the beloved. So even among the children there are many lovers. Remember the beloved. We have to make effort. We should continue to remember. The word Simran also belongs to the path of bhakti. We remember Baba. The letter of the family path is remembered. It is very sweet. It is said that we forget our array. The child cannot say that. He forget the father. Remembrance is very good. You should talk to yourself. You are sitting in front of the mother and father. There should also be happiness for whom it was said. You are the mother and father. We are definitely receiving the inheritance. There is effort in remembrance. You have a lot of income, a lot of attainment. You just have to remember silently good. We are definitely receiving the inheritance. There is effort in remembrance. You have a lot of income, a lot of attainment. You just have to remember silently good. We are definitely receiving the inheritance. There is effort of remembrance. You have a lot of income, a lot of attainment. You just have to remember silently good. Except you Brahman children, no one knows when the confluence age take place. There is a lot of praise. You confluence age of the cycle. The father come and teaches Raj Yoga for the golden age. The confluence age would definitely come. He is also a human being. Some of them are junior and some of the best. They sing praise in front of him that you are the best of men. Wherever we are the junior ones, you tell yourself that I am like this, I am like this. Now apart from you Brahman, no one knows that this is most auspicious confluence is how to advertise them so that people come to know that about them. Only God come at the confluence age and teaches Raj Yoga. You know that you are studying Raj Yoga. Now what kind of strategy should be created so that human being can come in know about it? But it will happen slowly. Now is the time. A lot has gone, a little has remained. We tell people to make effort quickly. Otherwise, you receive knowledge in a second through which you will attain liberation in life in a second at the same time. However, the sins of half the cycle are on your head. They will not be removed in a second. This take time. People think that now is the time, so why should we go to the Brahma Kumaris? Now, if it is not in their fortune, then they pick up the opposite from literature. You understand that this is the age to become the supreme personality. Go ahead. It is Go ahead. It is praised like a diamond, isn't it? That is subsides. Golden age, silver age. This confluence age is the diamond age. Satyug is the golden age. You know that this confluence age is even better. Heaven, a birth like a diamond. The land of immortality is remember, isn't it? Then it goes and decreasing. So you can also write that the most auspicious confluence age is diamond. Golden age is gold. Golden silver age is silver. You can explained that we change from human being into deities only at the confluence age. When a ring is made of 8 gems, then the diamond is kept in the middle. There is a show of the confluence age. The confluence age is like a diamond. The importance of diamond is at the confluence age. Yoga, etc., it is taught, which is called spiritual yoga, but the father is only spiritual. The spiritual father and spiritual knowledge and received only at the confluence age. Human who have body ego, how can you accept so soon? The poor, etc., are explained. So you also have to write that the confluence age is a diamond. That is his age. The golden age is the golden age, so the age is also that much. The swastika is also used to the scripture. So if you are children, remember this. There should be so much happiness. The studying student feel happy, don't they? Student life is the best life. This is the source of income. This is the school to change from human being into deities. The deities were the masters of the world. You know this too. There should be limitless happiness. That is why it is sung. Super sensuous joy. Gopi Vallabh asked the Gopas and Gopis. The teacher teaches till the end. So you should remember he till the end. God teaches and then God will also take you back. He is also called the liberator, the guide. Free me from sorrows. There is no sorrow in the golden age. It is said that there should be peace in the world. Tell me, when was it next? Which era was it? Who doesn't know Ram Rajya Yoga, Satyug, Ravan's kingdom, Kalyug? You know this, don't you? Experience should be narrated to you two children. Just what should I tell you about my heart? I have found the unlimited Father, the one who gives me unlimited sovereignty, and what others' experience should I narrate? Nothing else matter. There is no other happiness like this. One should never actually sit at home after being angry with the someone. It is like a being angry with your fate. When will you learn if you get angry? With studies, the father has to be teased through Brahma, so you should never get angry with one another. This is Maya. They are obstacles caused by demons in the Yaga. Aren't they? Good. The father has to teach through Brahma, so you should never get angry with one another. This is Maya. They are obstacles caused by demons in the Yaga. Aren't they good? The father has to teach through Brahma, so you should never get angry with one another. This is Maya. They are obstacles caused by demons in the Yaga. Aren't they good? Sweetest spiritual children, love, remembrance, and good night from the spiritual father and grandfather. Greeting from the spiritual father to the spiritual children. Main essence for dharana. By following Srimad, become elevated and do the service of making others elevated. Don't follow any such behavior that defame your name. You always have to extract gems from your mouth, not stones. Listen in detail to the deep study of Behead and merge it in its essence and serve others. Pay full attention to Srimad. Blessing. May you be a master Brahma who shows Father Brahma clearly through your action and stage. For example, Father Brahma personal sanskar was you first in any place. The children were first in everything. They kept the children ahead of themselves, but not just saying with the feeling of a well-wisher. He served the Father, even then I served the Father, even then I will go ahead, no move forward by taking other forward. When this feeling comes in each one, then he will be able called Master Brahma. Then no one would say that they did not see Father Brahma. Your actions and your status should be clearly shown to Father Brahma. Slogan: if you go to the bottom of the ocean with the determined thoughts of concentration, you will receive pearls, diamonds of experience. Om Shanti.